Hey there, Evan Hirsch here. Welcome back to another episode of the Energy MD podcast, where we help you resolve your chronic fatigue, long COVID, and MCAS by finding and fixing the real root causes of your symptoms, a combination of heavy metals, chemicals, molds, infections, and trauma, what I call the toxic five. So really excited about today's episode because today we're going to be speaking with a participant in our program, and we're going to hear how they resolve their fatigue and other symptoms. So sit right back and let's jump into it. Hey there, Alice. Thanks so much for joining me here today. I really appreciate you taking the time to share your story with us.
Hi, happy to help.
Thank you. So you've gone through our program. So let's talk first about where you were at in your, what symptoms you had before you started our program. What were you struggling with?
I have been sick for many years, unable to work at many times, lots of aches and pains, been down many roads trying to find out what was wrong. I've had doctors that were uninterested in helping, others that refused to do blood tests. So I have not had a clue what's been wrong with me for years. When God showed me this program, I was excited because I knew it was going to help. And it identified things for me that I suspected, but could never get any help with. And it's just been overwhelming.
And so thank you for saying that. So then when you started off, what was your energy out of 10?
4. I was very, very, very just dead tired all the time. Mm-hmm. I have spent weeks and weeks in bed at times.
And you had said that you'd been sick for many years. Are we talking 5 years, 10 years, 20 years?
I'm talking 15.
15 years. That's a really long
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And so you went through the program, and now what are your, and then you also had sleep issues, right? And you had some, and we found along the way that Babesia was a big issue, and Bartonella, some of these infections, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then where are you now in terms of these symptoms and your energy?
My energy is up to sometimes 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. I have a life. I'm functioning. It doesn't kill me to go to the grocery store. You know, I have back issues and things that help keep me off my feet sometimes, but as far as energy, I have it to do things. And it's my life. I haven't started to develop a life.
And so what does that mean? Is that going out with friends? What does it mean to have a life again?
It's being functional in my church, functional around my property. I have a large piece of I have 2 acres, so I have a lot of work to do out here. And so I'm able to do a lot of things, keep this up, help other people. You know, sometimes we have to help each other within our church. And it means I can be a part of this and I can be a part of that. That's my social circle, and I didn't have it for so long. And
that's amazing.
It's helped me so much.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. So what would you tell somebody who's thinking about joining the program or looking into a program like this, and they're kind of on the fence because, you know, it is expensive, right?
Yes, it is.
You have to buy the supplements, you have to be organized, like there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done. What would you tell somebody like that?
Well, I was blessed to have the money to do the program. And so, but the money, I'd say even if you had to borrow it, if your life was like mine and you want your life back, this program could very well help you. I mean, it was overwhelming at first, but because of these Q&A sessions that you provide for us, that helped me so much. I couldn't concentrate at first. I couldn't read at first. I couldn't really focus on the program. So you helped me get started, and you've provided support all the way through. Yes, at times I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, I could get support, and as long as I just kept doing it. I just kept doing it. And just finding out that I had infections. I don't know what, everybody's got different causes, but that was huge. That made the biggest difference, the infections. So I'd say that it's worth it because of the ongoing support and that you're constantly updating the workbook and trying to help us to be able to understand it better. So it's worth it to me.
Excellent. Yeah. I mean, it's, money, you can't take your money with you, right?
Right. Exactly.
And you just have to determine what's the value of getting your life back, of getting 8 out of 10 energy.
Yes. For me, it worked. And I think it could work. Really, I think it could work for anybody. I don't, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but yeah, you got to try something. I've tried many programs, nothing.
Yeah.
But this was different. This was very different.
Thank you. And what was the best part of the program, do you think? Was it the Q&As? Was it the workbook? What do you think?
Well,
step-by-step process? The
Q&As, yes. They're invaluable. The Q&As are wonderful. The step-by-step process, yes. You have to find out what's wrong before you can know. And that was I was overwhelmed at first trying to figure out what's wrong. But the way you've got it step-by-step, you can't really avoid figuring it out for too long. You have to be able to figure it out. If you're willing to put in the time and the money, you should be able to figure out what's wrong.
Well, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I really appreciate you taking the time. Is it all right if we use this video in our marketing?
Yes, you're welcome to use it. I would be happy to encourage someone to try.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So if you have chronic fatigue, long COVID, or mast cell activation syndrome, and you're looking for help, check us out at energymdmethod.com. We have a program for almost every single budget, and we're here to help. I hope you learned something on today's podcast. If you did, please share it with your friends and family and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. It's really helpful for getting this information out to more people who desperately need it. Sharing all the experts I know and love and the powerful tips I have is one of my absolute favorite things to do. Thanks for being part of my community. Just a reminder, this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional care by a doctor or other qualified medical professional. It is provided with the understanding that it does not constitute medical or other professional advice or services. Thanks for listening and have an amazing day.